Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So good to see you. Welcome in. It is a pleasure to be here with you. Welcome in. Congratulations, Virite, on getting first. It's good to see you, Virite. Prodigal Son, Mothman, Ameripon, and those lurking in the shadows. The Japanese audience is here in force. All right, so I'm gonna demonstrate my ignorance here. Is this because robots, or I mean, it's got to be robots, right? It can't just be time frame. What's going on? So good to see you all. It's good to be back. I know we've been a little bit spotty this week. We've had so many things happening, which part of it is we're building a patio in our backyard, and it's this massive thing, and we're doing it all ourselves, and it has been pretty much full-time labor for me for about a month now, and we just needed to get it done this week so that we could move on to, like, life. So we've been putting in some extra hours on that, but then also there's another thing that I'm so excited about, can't talk about yet. There are lawyers involved in a good way. I'm really excited to share it with everyone. Can't talk about it yet, but stuff is happening. So, I'm excited to be here with you all today. I've been incredibly tired because of all this, and I thought, what's something that I could do today that, like, I could be energized for? And I want to work on the hats, on the overlay and everything. I really do. I just don't have it in me today. So, in comes Mechabellum, which is something I've been wanting to look at for a long while. I'm a big fan of auto battlers, so anything I can do to kind of get more auto battling experience, I really want to do. And it seemed rad, so we're gonna go for it. All right, take care, Virite. All right, so as you can see, we have yet to do anything in this game. I just got the resolution settings in. We can talk menus here to start off with, as we're wont to do in these analyses. And I think there's a lot of good stuff to talk about here. And I think there's also a lot of stuff that we are observing in the gaming space that, in my opinion, is deeply problematic. So, let's dig in. First off, the UI art is very crisp and clean. We have these cut corners and then these just slight extra bumps on things with their own cut corners. Really helps that sci-fi aesthetic. We've got the kind of warning bars over here, the gradients, nice subtle border lines, all helps sell that aesthetic. And then we get a little bit more of a less digital, more analog, more brutalist robot sort of thing with these vent holes and these other sort of graphical treatments. Very sparsely brought in because this is very visually heavy and they want the emphasis to be on this digital stuff. I totally understand that. So this might start to become a little bit more heavy than you might love. But I think overall it works. Now, my big problem with this screen is that we have so much stuff crowding because of the live service aspect of the game that nothing really stands out to me, right? Even this big front and center picture here, like, it kind of just blends in with everything else. And this is rampant across every live service sort of game, right? Because you have a bajillion different game modes to play through or to go root around in. You've got a bunch of settings. You have, I don't know, whatever this is. Is that a share? Oh, it's your server. Okay. This is weird. So these are like tabs. This is your server selection, and this is the game. Not sure I'm buying that for some reason. Need to think about that a little bit more. Also, we can look at these nice little animations on the windows, the kind of circular drawing in. That's all really good. But just as a player, I'm overwhelmed. Like, it's my first time launching the game. Do we really need the tournament stuff? Do we need update 1.01? Like, I don't know. These screens really crowd everything in. And it's a lot, especially having chat, like global chat, just visible constantly. Holy cow, that's a lot, right? Typography, excuse me. Typography is fine, nice and bold, tabs up at the top. You can kind of jump through here. Once again, nice little micro animations for everything, but I don't know. That's my big problem with this is I don't feel enough direction. I feel like my attention's getting split in a million different places. And you see that everywhere in live service games nowadays. So, I mean, this isn't unique to Mechabellum, and I'm sure the designers have done a lot of really good work. I'm sure they had a ton of stakeholders they had to appease of saying, you know, we need to drive people towards tournaments because we're showing that is engagement and gets people, you know, increases our cost per player or whatever. Like, I'm sure they have a ton of stakeholders saying, we have to have this, we have to have that, we have to have this. It's just, this is, in my opinion, a representative of going too wide on game design and all those stakeholders pushing through, resulting in a very diluted experience. In my opinion. I could be dead wrong. For someone else, this may be exactly what they're looking for. I don't know. One thing I will say, though, is this update window is higher than tournament, and then this thing here in the middle is lower. So it doesn't feel like there's really a grid being brought in here. And I think this space is wider than this space as well. So, you know, that's something to look at. Once again, I don't know all the possible options that could be on this screen, but it might be nice to have everything lined up at the top. Another thing is, because of all of this stuff here, we don't have the foreground, middle ground, background. We just get a video of gameplay. Honestly, it's not all that enticing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think, doesn't For Honor, doesn't For Honor have a pretty good launch screen? Let me look this up real quick. For Honor. Yeah. Hold on. Let's bring this in here. Chrome. Here we go. There we go. Like this. This is a better, because we're not getting the immediate gameplay, but this is much more evocative and storytelling, right? We have, we are missing some foreground, but the foreground is kind of the character a little bit. But then we get the middle ground, the background. I'm feeling much more directed. Like, in my opinion, For Honor just does it better. In my opinion. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, Joe, I cannot be super disruptive today. I have a day off from work, so I want to work on the game. Need to refactor some code, add more dice and abilities, and clean up the information display. I'm going to lurk, but one disruptive thing before I go. Cthulhu Beanie, you got it, friend. Best of luck on your dice builder. Very excited. Very excited for it. All right. Here we go. Whomp. All right. That's a suitable casual Friday. Let's go through the tutorial now. That's enough UI discussion. Let's jump in. Wow, that's a lot of tutorials. That maybe... Holy cow, it got horizontal scrolling. Maybe don't show all of these right out of the gate. That's a lot to be just confronted with. All right. Selection and movement. Oh, God, chat is even on the loading screens? Like, can I just turn this off? I don't want to see chat. Especially as a streamer, deeply do not want to see global chat on my screen. Okay, units with flashing green bases can be moved. Select a unit with the left mouse button. Click on the selected unit again. This needs to show up later. Like, select a unit with the left mouse button. Units with flashing green bases can be moved, right? We need to kind of clarify what is a unit first. We need to clarify selection. This is coming out of left field. Try winning the battle by adjusting the position of your units. I really feel like I'm missing some baseline tutorial here. We're going to go to the settings. We're going to go to language and chat. Yes, block public channels completely. Hide chat window. Perfect. Yes, excellent. Okay. So we can zoom in. Oh man, that dot pattern is good because it makes it easier to see, but makes it so you can't really see the units. This is my whole big problem with sci-fi in general. It's just like, I don't get to experience a whole lot of personality, you know? All right. Try winning the battle by adjusting the position of your units. I mean, should they not be right in front? We have a crawler. They have 292 dice. I guess that's HP. Attack, speed, range, attack interval. So that's like attack speed, splash range, target, and then we have what upgrades we can purchase. I don't think my positioning is going to matter on this at all. Oh, dang, you are obliterating. Can you shoot him, please? There we go. Great. GG. Cleared. Nice little victory screen. I like these rays coming out. The graphic is good. Once again, nice little UI treatments. Little gold gradient going on there. Shader kind of warping things. Oh, man. All right. Let's do this. Turn off Twitch alerts for a little bit. We're gonna go get all of these bots banned. Gosh dang it. Sorry about this, folks. Let's see here. Always fun when that happens. Yeah, we'll just block all these folks. Remove all blocks listed below. There we go. 67 accounts. My goodness. I can't imagine why this happens. Wait, hold on. I think I might have removed a block. Jeez. All right. How do we do this? Love super auto pets. Yeah, okay, head out. Good to see you. Come back to slow mode and clear chat. Something went crazy. Yeah, we got follow botted. Or bot followed. So we're trying to get rid of all of them right now. Glad to see you're playing Mechabellum. It's such a fun game. Nice, Norsecock. This is my first time jumping in. We're going through the tutorial right now, and I'm looking forward to checking this out here. I remember seeing, I believe, Pirate Software playing it a while ago, and I love auto battlers. So this is something that is very up my alley. Counts younger than 5 minutes. Okay. Oh my goodness. Follow remover. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and remove all these guys. Oh, come on. Remove, follow, and then all these guys we're gonna have to remove too. Oh my. Oh dear. Username followed at. It's kind of all I care about. Okay. Remove all those, and we got all these we gotta remove too. My goodness. This tool could be a little bit easier to use. All right. we'll just do this then. Fall between 10 and now. Apply filters. No one found? Really? All right. Well, maybe we got it. Maybe we got it. Let's go ahead and take shield mode off. And then we can turn Twitch alerts back on. All right. Let's get back into Mechabellum, shall we? Enough of that distraction. Get some leveling here. Research level. I used to play this a lot ages ago. Really, Virite? Okay. Did it have like an early access period? Doesn't seem like it's all that old, right? Didn't it just barely launch? In September? Yeah. At the end of September was its launch. All right. Unlocking and purchasing units. Early access. Got it. Got it. UI is all different now by the looks of it. Interesting. Okay. It's been out for around a year. Oh, wow. I had no idea. Oh, and we are covering UI. All right. Click on the plus button in the lower right corner to access the unit unlock interface. It's called the unlock unit interface. You can unlock 1 unit per round, unlock the arc light, which excels at combat against groups to defend off the enemy crawlers. Is that like a command? Is that an objective I need to accomplish? Once it's unlocked, you can purchase the unit from the lower right corner. That is the lower right corner. You can purchase up to 2 units per round. Try using unit counters to defeat them. This tutorial is not very good. Okay, so we can spend money to unlock, and I guess we're trying to unlock the arc light? Wait, hold on. There we go. That's their guy. Okay. So we'll put you over here. And then there's the arc light. So now we can buy it. Okay. Put you right there. Oops. Oh. So if I just... So I like now have this guy selected. So if I left click anywhere, it will reposition. Interesting. Tutorial is hot trash? I'm getting that impression. Yeah. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, good job. Robots win. Well done. I have never seen the tutorial. There's a lot of it too. It's a big tutorial. Like, look at all this. It's got horizontal scrolling. That's a lot. I do like the more evocative art pieces that we're getting on the loading screen. I wish those were more present in the title screen. Okay, so we can get its attributes in the lower left corner. You can upgrade the unit's ranks. Right, we saw that. Get new abilities. Tech affects all units of the same type. Ah, okay, great. Try upgrading your arc light and activate anti-aircraft ammunition. Here. Great. So now, these are both upgraded with anti-aircraft, but only one of them got to level 2. Okay. Understood. A friend of mine who was pretty high ranked just dragged me in and kicked me in the teeth in 1v1s for like 2 hours, and we did 2v2s. I remember when I was a kid, my older brother would love to play games with me, and we would play stuff like Command & Conquer. And I was like 7, and he would be like a full-on freaking teenager. So, you know, of course, he would obliterate me. And it would happen for hours on end. Never went easy on me. Like, just blasted me. And I expressed frustration that I was losing all the time. And I said, I don't really want to play anymore. And he said, you know, I used to lose all the time against our oldest brother. But then I played enough against him that I started winning. So, like, that'll probably happen to you. It's like, dude, I'm 8 years old. No, it's not. All right, you can purchase sentry missiles from the lower right corner. Love my brothers. Deeply love my brothers. Purchase sentry missiles from the lower right corner of the screen. Sentry missiles are powerful single-use weapons. Oh, boo. Sentry missiles automatically target enemies that enter their range. Enemies hit by sentry missiles take massive damage and are slowed. Okay, I hate single-use items, kind of in general in games, much more so in competitive games. Alright. That's why we did LOL, just to learn meta, learn counters, and not be an anchor. There you go. There you go. This dude has 2 giant circular saws for hands. That must make life very awkward. Alright. Cool. Done. I don't know that we need a full tutorial for, like, this is a single-use explosive. Sure. You'll sometimes obtain battlefield powers. Try using the incendiary bombs on the left of the screen to defeat the enemy. What, this? This is the thing? Okay, so I did need to lead on a little bit. Okay. Then we're gonna lose still. Has a cast time? Yeah. GG. I don't like instant cards in Magic the Gathering. So it's been a long time since I've been in Magic the Gathering. Okay, Hedo. So I don't totally know what an instant card is. I feel like that's sort of a thing. If it's essentially a spell that you play and has a one-time effect, that's only kind of a one-time effect because it's a part of your deck, right? Stuff like this where you're giving up a more permanent advantage to get a one-time benefit feels really bad to me. Feels really bad to me, and I'm trying to figure out how to articulate why for myself. That's a long Minecraft time. Jeez. Yeah, no, we're not gonna win this one again. Do you mean single use in the game in general and not the round? The single use spell card. Yeah. So for me, it's about. Oh, it leaves flames on the ground. Oh. Okay. Well, that's different. If it's just going to burn things as they walk through it, well, we can put it a lot further forward. When you have a limited income and you have to spend that on stuff for permanent progression, that's for me what is feeling bad. Wow, that just did not work at all. Gosh. Two Nerdy Nerds, good to see you. How are you doing? Isn't a Super Cat Cafe launching soon? You'll need to position forward enough to draw aggro. That seems like a... I mean, I believe you. I don't know why I would assume that, because it seems like we're going to just get murdered. Otherwise, units split and then they won't path through it. My goodness. All right. Mothman, I see the hydrate. Let me go grab some water. Be right back. Cheers. Thank you, Mothman. Sniper won't move forward. You want to use it to bait the enemy through the fire. Sure, but they have a ton of ranged. I don't know. Seems strange to me, but sure. Let's do it. Hold on, and I think I need to reboot StreamerBot here. Oh, come on. Okay, so what, do we do this? It seems like we might get these guys to run through, but then these guys are just... melee bots? Are they like tanks? Why were they so far behind? Alright. Maybe I totally misunderstood what I was going against here. Okay, great. Obviously not super forward, but just head of the tower, so the towers won't be the immediate target for the crawlers. Position placement is probably the most important factor in this game. They're short range. Wow. Alright. I mean, that makes sense. That positioning makes sense. I just misread what that all was. Also, I'm seeing 1.1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this is a east versus west thing, but well, no, because especially since they have these colors, right? I thought we were supposed to go through left to right, top down. Apparently not. Apparently we're supposed to go in columns. But because of the coloring and the lack of space between things to indicate different sections of things, I went left to right. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but it definitely put me in an order that they were not necessarily wanting. All right, we're going into ads. Part of the issue is they keep giving you snipers. Snipers are very long range compared to a lot of the unit cast. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. Have you played Mechabellum? That's our starting off question. Obviously, I'm just getting started here. We'll be back after these Bezos-mandated ads. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's keep going. Gonna make it through this. Destroying core buildings. I have around 5 hours in Mechabellum, but definitely wanting to put some more hours in at some point. Great game. Okay, interesting. I'm sure that will that's on pause until a certain game launches. Every player has 2 core buildings. Destroying an enemy's core building paralyzes enemy units. They have their attack, defense, and movement speed greatly reduced. That is not what I assumed when you said paralyzed. I assumed complete stopping, not doing anything. All right. So are they different? We have a research center and a command center. They're both core buildings. All right. Well, guess we can go right there. And then what are you? You're the anti-swarm bot. All right. Ooh. Marksman, long-range anti-unit bot. Not many games being played at the moment. I would imagine so. I would imagine so. You're coming up around around the deadline, right? All right. Those are very fragile. Wow. Those are very fragile. All right. Well, that's GG though. Okay. Cool. Oh boy. I can tell that's going to be a troll. The importance of unit count. Well, all right. Attacking from the flank and rear. I guess we'll go down the actual, like, columns. Once again, use color. Use spacing to indicate groups of things. The way they have done it, you do not understand very quickly that those are groupings. You have to read the numbers, which is never what you want. From the second round, you can deploy squads to the enemy's flank, locate weaknesses in the enemy's flank and rear defenses. Try destroying the enemy's core buildings from the flank and rear. Oh my. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just do this, because I guess it's better than being over here like we did last time. And oh! They take a while to come in. Got it. They're on a delay. Okay, I was about to say, that's going to get really chaotic, really fast. The starting music reminds me of the Expanse TV show. Yeah, I've heard good things about that. I have not checked it out myself, though. Maybe also separators between each column may have helped. Yeah, there's a lot of ways they could have done that. They could have put in vertical column lines. They could have done... Oh, boy. Speed up, please. They could have done colors. They could have done more spacing. They could have done all sorts of stuff to make that more clear. The graphical treatments like that absolutely would definitely help. All right. Great. Defend against the enemy flank. So, and that's the other thing. In that tutorial, they didn't mention that deploying in the side or rear is going to result in a delayed deployment, right? That's kind of an important piece of knowledge to have. Hostile aerial units are attempting to launch an assault from your flank and rear. Move your anti-air units to defend your forces. While a unit is being moved, use the middle mouse button to modify their orientation. Okay. It would be great if I, like, understood, you know, what is anti-air or not. Sure, we'll just launch with that. There we go. Good job, tanks. Can I not fast forward from the get-go? I have to wait before I get to do that? Ooh, we have automatic camera, though. I like that. I really love auto battlers. For me, they distill a lot of powerful game design into bite-size chunks. You know, it's all about empowerment. It's all about accomplishment. It's all about, excuse me, ownership and decision-making on the fly. And those are all things that I love in games. I think auto battlers, I mean, they're definitely taking off, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of them, especially in the single-player space. Importance of unit counters. Same here. You get fun action while only having to worry about the strategy. Yeah. Do you want clarifications from chat? Like, flankers are only delayed on the turn you buy them. Oh, really, Zomnom? Thank you for that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, in fact, I think we're... Got to replace the old tags, don't we? Backseat gaming allowed. I may not do what people backseat, but yeah, absolutely. I just instinctively reached for my glasses, my dear. You get to feel strong without needing to micro/have twitch reactions. Twitchy. Yeah, I agree. It's nice, and especially, you know, as an older individual with kids and life, it's nice to be able to just be like, oh, I bet this will be a good combo. Click. Run. And then I can, like, deal with other things while it's running. It's very low stress for me, which is great. I don't have to invest quite so much while still getting a lot of the dopamine benefit of seeing big numbers go up. This game for a week, you binged this game for a week sometime in January. I'll get back to it sometime. Well, there you go. You binged it for a week back in January. I had people tell me that. Yeah, that it's and it was in early access for like a year. I didn't know that. So, very cool. This is obviously the 1.0 release. They just released their first balance update yesterday. So, hopefully it's in a good space. Every unit has a specialty. Vulcan excels at dealing with large groups of light units. Melting Point specializes in stopping medium and heavy units with high HP. It would be nice to have pictures here, right? Tell me, what is a Vulcan? What is a Melting Point? Because right now, those are just kind of meaningless words. You have 100 supplies. Try unlocking and purchasing the right units. Okay. Great. Wow. Vulcan and Melting Point. Oh, okay. Gotcha. They're not unit types. They are, or rather, they are unit types, but they're not like archetypes of units. They are specific units. Okay. Got it. We can't upgrade these guys. God, there's so much you can unlock. Holy crap. And then what are you? You're a guard robot, anti-unit bot. So, like, let's bring our unit, anti-unit, back, and then get some swarmy, tanky things. High-speed melee units, low cost and available large quantities. Yeah, that sounds good. And then bring you over to here. Let's try that. Zaft, so good to see you, friend. How are you today? What have you been up to recently? Wow, they actually got rid of the sniper. That's good. All right, this guy is handling those swarms no problem. What are you going to be up to? Are you going to be able to tackle both of those guys? The lasers are going to do more damage over time. Yeah. Yeah, the more time it has on something, the more damage it does. There we go. GG. Dang. 700 damage to 1 hit point. I think we got him. Enemy plans to use Vulcans to counter our crawlers. Unlock and purchase units with high HP to counter the enemy Vulcans. Okay. So we want one big tanky bro. Like, that seems good, the melee mech, but I don't like that it's going to go underground, because that means it's probably not going to get targeted, which means it'll start going after the swarms. One annoying thing is it doesn't tell me how much HP a bot has. So when it tells me buy a unit with high HP, I don't have a great way to judge that. Don't think I bought a melting point in the 5 hours I played. Set my ways, I guess. Jeez. Okay. I mean, War Factory, Titan Mobile Factory, that sounds good. Titan Giant Mobile Factory, good at manufacturing units and using overwhelming fire. Sure, you're the biggest thing. There. Go. I guess we were supposed to also protect that other flank, but we'll see how this goes. Here's a unit description in the game. Mustang, high-speed all-purpose tank. High-speed, long-range, yet fragile. It excels at fighting other low HP units. After 20 hours in the game, I became enlightened and realized that it's literally a tank, not as in the gamer slang. That's hilarious. Okay, so that's an example of Jacob's Law, right? We talk about that all the time, where Jacob's Law says, make sure that you are doing things in a way that is, well, okay. People spend most of their time on things that are not your product. So don't try and be clever about something that they're already going to have some sort of preconceived notion of, right? Can I redeem and analyze any game for a game that will come out in 2 weeks? Or should I wait till it comes out? Probably just want to wait till it comes out. Okay, Hadao? I mean, you can do it right now, but it's going to be... tough to keep in mind. over that entire course of the time. Alamod, good to see ya. Welcome in, friend. So yeah, I mean, you can redeem it at any time. It will be helpful for me if you analyze it when it comes out, or if you redeem it when it comes out. But feel free to do it anytime. Especially if there's a store page link for it already. You know, then that's going to be helpful as well. Sometimes the enemy forces are composed of multiple units with different characteristics. Steel Ball and Mustang are a classic combination. Speak of the devil! Take advantage of unit counters to crush this combination. Okay? I love how it says Steel Ball and Mustang are a classic combination. Tells me nothing about what Steel Ball and Mustang, like, do. Great. High-speed anti-unit bot. And then Mustang, high-speed all-purpose tank. And this is where, right, iconography can be helpful. Because you're right, tank, I'm struggling to not conceptualize this as a damage soaker. But if they had some sort of archetype that each of these things could fit into, or maybe coloring the text here and providing hover over text or something to explain what each of these terms means, that would help teach what that means. Let's put some CSS into the page. All about, I don't what CSS are you talking about? I mean, I understand it's for the Game Jam page, and we do need to do that, but it's probably not going to happen today. I have some ideas on what I want to do, and we may start looking at it on Monday. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then, yeah, I responded to your comment in Discord. I'm not sure what you mean by, like, backdrop filter. Okay, so how is that, like, a combo? Multiple units with different characteristics. I don't understand what this tutorial is trying to teach me. All right, let's get some of these. Yeah. Sure. Then we'll get another one. And try and go after those. And then you are an anti-swarm bot, so you can go after those. That's fine. All right, let's do it. So yeah, the custom CSS work probably won't happen this time. We do need to have a development stream soon to tidy up the hat redeems and get those all looking comfy cozy, but then also get the all right, jets did not do a ton, but I guess they did enough. Talk about a blur backdrop filter. Blurs anything that is behind an object. What would we blur? Cool that, as far as I know, Mechabellum doesn't have the Warcraft-style damage defense type chart. Instead, you care about AoE/big damage. Overkill on small units is inefficiency, sure. Some units have a laser attack that increases in DPS, right? We saw that with Melting Point, I think. Some attacks can't hit air units, sure. Very magic, right? And some upgrades grant extra damage against either ground or air units, sure. And I guess there's just kind of a passive assumption that the bigger each individual robot is, the more health it has. I think that's all lasers in the game have that effect. Sure, that makes sense. Try activating Vulcan and Marksman's tech. Okay, Vulcan. Best partner. At the beginning of the combat, summon one Marksman at the same rank as Vulcan to fight with you. Okay. And then Shooting Squad. At the beginning of combat, summon 5 Fangs at the same rank as Marksman to fight with you. Oh, because this affects all Marksmen. So, when Vulcans summon in the Marksmans will in turn summon in Fangs. Okay, got it. That summoning effect was a little anticlimactic. I thought that there was going to be a bit more to that. All right. I also released a new game for a jam if you want to check it out. Nice. Yeah, that's why we've got the Analyze and Showcase redeems. Which jam was it for? I've been a little not participating in a lot of game jams recently. A lot of stuff has been going on. In case you missed it at the beginning of the stream, I talked about some of the things that have been taking away some of my time recently. We've been building this giant patio in the back, doing it all by hand, and it has been an absurd amount of labor. And this weekend it is going to be wrapped up. But then also, we have some really cool stuff coming down the line I cannot talk about yet. There are lawyers involved in a good way. But that's why I can't talk about it yet. But it's going to be really exciting when we can start talking about it. So. Lawyers, yes. Ooh, yes. Exciting lawyers. Fun lawyers. Party lawyers. The lawyers you want to invite to your children's birthday party. Clown lawyers is what I'm saying. You can purchase energy shield devices from the lower right corner of the screen. Energy shields can protect you from ranged damage. Once the energy shield is depleted, it will permanently disappear. Okay, so this is the energy shields from Phantom Menace with the Gungans. Understood. So just drop that there, drop that there. Great. And then probably that's going to be enough. Whew. Oh, those guys aren't ranged. Okay, great. Looks like we're going to be just fine. Perfect. And we have to scroll all the way off to the edge. We have the last one, Transference Skills. Transference skills can transfer devices or units to the enemy's side of the battlefield. However, transference skills cannot be used in the vicinity of the enemy's core buildings. The area around the core buildings that prohibits transference skills is marked by a red circle. Try using transference skills to defeat the enemy. Transference skills. Got it. So I can like put this back here, which is probably a bad place to put it. All right, go. Let's see. Okay, transference skills is maybe a weird name for that. This seems like a terrible translation. I kind of agree, Zomnom. Just about to say, transference skills makes not a lot of sense to me. Like a summoning skill, or I don't know. Transference seems like a weird choice there, but I don't know. Could be it makes perfect sense. Once again, that's the hard thing with doing analysis. You kind of really need to dig into it deeply in order to understand the intention, right? Survival. Oh, so this is we're on the solo tab. This is the tutorial. This is survival mode. Okay. Interesting. Unique experimental units will emerge on certain rounds. That sounds fun. You have community challenges, practice, testing grounds. Oh, so you can like a sandbox you can play around with. Got it. Unit modification. I did see we were like collecting resources. I'm already mentally reading it as placement. Yeah, or I mean something like that. Oh, snap. So they have a bunch of skills, and we choose which ones they can come into the fight with that we can purchase. Okay, so ownership just went up, right? We can now tailor each of the units a little bit to what we were looking for. It looks like we have different loadouts we can do. Cool. All right. Even different skins. Okay. Oh, look at these little guys. What are you doing here? You can't be summoned, right? You don't exist. You're just the banana for scale. How does it feel to know that your entire life is literally just to put the robots in perspective? All right. Cool. So, I mean, that's rad. It looks like there's not a ton quite yet, but there you go. It's just fine. Season. As the season progresses, the average combat power of all players will gradually increase and will become easier to obtain combat power. I don't know what that means. You can earn season points by increasing your combat power. And these are skins, cosmetics. Sure. Prediction. You can buy prediction tickets. Okay, we have limited time offers, which are more skins for actual dollars. Okay, to be fair, I like that it's not fun bucks. I like that it's a dollar amount. Still don't like seeing the microtransactions, but that's at least better and more transparent than fun bucks. All right. Sure. Okay. Wow. This is like a full server style thing. Combat power seems like some kind of fake MMR. I could see that, yeah. The game also tells you your actual MMR. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. I guess now I'm feeling a little bit lost of like, what do I do now? Let's not do 2v2. I'm assuming these people are similarly matched to me? I have no idea. The room is full. Great. All right. And all I'm getting are spectates. It's very weird that there's no big play button in a separate match browser. Yeah, absolutely, two nerdy nerds. You want to click start in matchmaking. It's weirdly confusing. Oh, what? This is what takes up, like, the whole screen space. Okay, this needs to be the big thing, and then there needs to be a, like big start button, or join a server, right? Holy crap. That is very weirdly confusing. I never played anything but 1v1, but you can try against a bot first. StarCraft 2 does the same. If you're below a certain level, it tells you points. Above Masters, you get real MMR. Oh, wow. Interesting. I wonder why that is. All right, let's matchmake. Yeah, there's a whole subset of game design of like economy design and leaderboard design and everything, which are very highly specialized and super important. Real MMR always exists for matchmaking behind the scenes. Yeah. Interesting. Points only go up, so newbies don't get afraid of losing points. Oh. Interesting. So it's kind of like you need to be so tall. What is all this? There was no tutorial on this. Sure, giant special. Great. Okay. Let's put some things in places, and maybe that will be good. And deployment. Sure. Ladder anxiety is a big thing for the majority of beginners. Absolutely. Absolutely. So people can predict victories. I'm assuming they get some amount of kickback for that. This is like if at the beginning of a chess match you had to pick one of 4 randomly offered openings. Yeah. Yeah. So it just determines your starting units? And I just noticed I have currency I could have spent. Oh well. So these are the sledgehammers. They're heavy tanks. And these are the light melee robots. Oh, there's the HP. 3478 and 292. Okay. Alright. Interesting concept. Sure. Oh, man. The melee dudes are way faster than the tanks. Holy cow. Alright. This is not going my way. You have 20 seconds. Well, yeah, I kind of locked in my deployment pretty quick. I'm getting obliterated. What the heck? These things are, like, this could have just soloed my entire army. Did I just get counterpicked? Man. Alright, we got 400 monies. Select one reinforce. The tutorial goes over none of this. What was that tutorial? You must select reinforcements to continue. Only unit attributes can be viewed for now. So, increase fortresses attack by 20%, HP by 20%, and movement speed by 3, but decreases range by 10. Attack of units equipped with this item is increased by 70%. Units equipped with this item can move freely during the deployment phase of every round. I don't know what that means. HP of units equipped with this item increases by 80%. I think we need to go, like, wide, right? Whatever, we'll go Assault Fortress. I have no idea what that means. Fortress, here we go. So I can unlock you, and then buy you, and put you right here. Skip is usually viable. Okay, interesting. I actually don't know what Fortress does. You're a guard robot. I don't know what a guard robot does. Yeah, no, this is no good, dog. Okay, so we need to go wide for sure. It looks like they have a bunch of single unit stuff that's kind of slow firing. So that's targeting us really hard right now. So let's start going wider. 3 squads of rank 1 Sabertooth, 1 squad of rank 3 Mustang, 2 squads of rank 3 Arclight. Let's actually get the Arclights here, because I do want to put these there to knock out a bit of their swarms. Only newly recruited units can be moved? Wait, once you move something, it is locked in? Oh, I did not know that. Okay, let's get some more of these guys. Let's go. Okay, I think this is looking a little bit better. He brought out the big anti units, but man, we're just not getting to the point where we're knocking out their stuff. Wait, where did that guy come from? Oh, did he deploy on the flanks or something? How did that happen? This is not going well. This is not my game. Yeah, I've been very heavily on the back foot this whole time. It's a matter of framing. It could have been that the money from skipping were instead incorporated into base income, and the options were presented as purchases. Limit one choice for current cost plus skip money. Sure, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, that seems good. Produce some units every couple of seconds. That actually seems really good. And then... oh, man. Let's get some more... I just want to... this is a terrible idea. It's a really bad idea. I just want to... see what we can make happen here. It does feel like he is just 10 steps ahead of me. I usually go for marksman to deal with big bots. Sure. It doesn't feel like big bots are... oh, ow, this is... oh, that's why it's throwing it out there, because there's that thing there. Okay, they're coming in from the flank. I don't know if... I'm struggling to read the map right now. It feels like we're just getting completely nuked before we can reach them. And I'm not totally sure what to do about that. I don't know what the counter for that is. Heavy, I mean, Sabertooth, Marksman's Overlord, a giant flying unit that excels at dealing massive splash damage at medium and long range. It's probably a bad idea, but it sounds cool. So, like, why not? Let's bring this, put it right there, and then we'll grab an arc light and put you right there, and then let's get a second fortress and put you right there. Is there anything we can upgrade? We can. Increase movement speed seems good. Tunnels underground when there are no enemies within 50 meters and nullify 50% of damage received. That seems really good. We kind of need that. Because they're just getting destroyed before they can even reach them. So we're actually getting our melee dudes into range now. That's good. Okay, this is more of a fight. We got their tower. This is good. Yeah, those melting points. Jeez. So I mean, I feel like we swarmed them with a lot of swarmy type things. And they were able to really handily take care of that. And I didn't really notice any anti-swarm unit on their part, right? So I'm curious what I was not seeing. Because it feels like everything they were doing was like anti-big dudes. And we definitely had a lot of big dudes, but we had a ton of little dudes too. Is melee just bad? Like, what was the mistake that I made here? Huh. Okay. All right, let's try another one. All right, we got tech points. What are tech points? Fangs are decent against swarm. Fang is also commonly referred to as chaff. How am I supposed to know that it's good against swarm? It has a shield. Like, where do I... It excels at dealing considerable damage at medium and long range to all types of units. Tech points unlock the upgrade choices. Okay. So we can, like, unlock impact drill. Cool. All right. Cool. Quantic, good to see you, friend. Welcome in. How are you doing? This is my big concern with the game so far, is it seems very difficult to be able to read the map without having already a very deep understanding of, like, what each unit already is. Like, it's not even self-explanatory, right? It's not self-evident, and it's not self-explanatory. Yes, two nerdy nerds, you do, but you already start with 4, so you'd be removing something and then replacing it. So I didn't really feel like I knew enough to start swapping stuff out. Yeah, Quantic, hope you're feeling better, by the way. Quantic, unfortunately, has been feeling a little ill recently, so we're hoping that they are feeling better. And then Steel Ball. Like, what do you do? High-speed anti-unit bot. Like, unit is everything. What do you mean anti-unit? Totally get that. I didn't really change loadouts at all. And I will say, one thing I do really like about the system so far is that we have this randomized opener, right? Like someone brought up, it's as if you had a randomized opener for chess. I like that. I think that simplifies the opening, which is really important. There's nothing more important or nothing more terrifying to a writer than an empty page, right? So getting a way to start and randomize it at the same time is very clever, very good. Anti-unit instead of anti-groups. But groups are composed of units. What? Really? That's how they're saying this? A unit is like an individual entity, and a group... Oh, God, that's so confusing to me. Okay, all right. Thanks, Joe. Slightly better. Can't wait to sleep through the weekend. Yeah, I'm sure. Big fan of Max. I feel like I saw Retromation play this like years ago. Supposedly, it's been in early access for about a year. So we just barely got past the tutorial. This is our second live match we played with a person. I have concerns about the UX, but what else is new, you know? It seems really strange that it's really hard to read the screen very much and read what units can do. It has a laser, so it's effective against single targets. How do you know it has a laser? Quick teleport. Decreases the teleportation time required for strike units deployed to the enemy's rear. Okay. Let's just skip. Let's just take the money. Are you winning, son? Absolutely not. No. not in the slightest. Okay. So the big problem is he has these flyers. We need stuff to deal with flyers. Because like if I click on this guy, it just says high-speed anti-unit bot. I don't see anything in here saying this has a laser, which would be really helpful. Because you're right, the laser is definitely a... Call that camera. Is a shortcut for saying this is like a anti-large, right? That's a good thing to know, but where does it say it has a laser? We need to deal with those ranged units. Or the flyers. Let's go... I mean, let's just see what Fangs can do. Let's drop a couple of these in. And go. Seems like it has a steep learning curve in regards to learning what units are before heading into a timed engagement with another mode. Yeah, and they do have a single-player version, which I've just not played, right? On round 1, there's a recommended starting formation button somewhere that copies the formation from a high-level game. I stuck to that when I was starting. I can handle any combination of units that's possible to have on round 1. Nice! That's cool, Zomnum. I like that. Fangs are definitely pulling in a lot of work. That's for sure. My concern is that really big flyer over there. I don't know if we have units that are going to be able to take that out. Yeah, I did notice that button earlier, and I just thought, oh, I should just try it myself for a little bit. But maybe we'll start using that. It's looking good. Oh, but he did get the paralyze on me. That's not good. That's not good at all. Jeez. All right. Meanie. Mustangs. High speed, long range, yet fragile. Excels at fighting other low HP units. It can target air. So I'm just... Well... Effective against light, ground, and aerial units. One squad of rank 2 or one squad of rank 3. Let's just go for this guy. And... Yeah, we'll kind of just leave you right there so you can try and knock down that dude. Seems like you're getting cooked by flyers. Yes, 100%. This is very much that type of game where you're expected to lose a lot at the beginning until you grasp all the information available. Yeah, which I'm sure really hurts their retention, right? If you want to, especially in a multiplayer game, you need to have a lot of retention, or you need to make it very accessible for new players. Your game will live and die on that. So, you know, bringing that in, I think is a good idea. Making it more legible, like saying just something as simple as saying this is a laser. I think would be huge. Look at that. Mustangs seem good against air. I hope so. Jeez, even more air, dude. My guess is that they do the same damage against ground and air, which is already good when sending this to hit air. Yeah. There we go. There goes the big flyer. Good. Mustangs doing good work. All right, we got the paralyze going. This is looking better. Such a fine balance between reacting to your opponent and pushing your own strategy. Always reacting means your opponent will be expecting your actions. Yeah, absolutely, that's fair. Assuming that's the case because it says pending MMR. Yeah. You're probably playing placement matches to get to an initial ranking. I think so. Hey, we won a round! We won a round! Yeah! So after that, you should play with someone that is also a newbie. Yeah, very well could be. Okay, cool. We did it. I'm gonna skip these. I don't think there's gonna be for me. Let's see. Let's get some Mustangs coming in on like way over here, and a speedball. And then what can we upgrade? We do have a few of these arc lights. Armor enhancement, increase attack, electromagnetic interference on hit, temporarily disabling. No, we need to go anti-air. That's what we need to do. Do you hit air? Ground only. Okay. I don't think we're getting hit by missiles. Yes, increase attack against aerial units by 90%. Yes, 100%, 100%. Fedora Darmo, you got it. We will get to that in just 1 second. Let's, promote something? Sure, let's promote some things. And deployment. Here we go. Good to see you, Daramo. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, they brought in a lot of shields. Okay, that's new. Okay, we at least got their tower knocked down. How we doing? We're actually not doing too bad here. A Fedaremo, if you will. Yeah, we're not doing too bad here. We've got the other tower down. Okay. Yeah, they're not able to handle with the swarm quite so much. This is going well. Okay. I'm seeing more and more big dudes. So we may want to start going for anti-unit. Nice. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Efficient giant manufacturing. Decrease the recruitment cost of giant units by 50. Okay. Produces 2 steel balls every 16 seconds for giant units. That seems really cool. I'm assuming it's red because it's a higher rarity. Let's go for it. Let's start getting some anti stuff. So, let's get a melting point. And then, do I have to equip you? Like that? Aha, there we go. And then... yeah, I think this is good. You can stay in the middle. I think that's just fine. This game seems like it has a really fun back and forth. Probably feels good to outsmart your opponent. Yeah, and I like that the placement gets locked in, actually. I was kind of surprised by that, but I really like it. It does create that back and forth, which is very clever. Ooh, so we can get a little bit more, so it's going to split the raid. That sounds fun. Let's do it. Blades, you redeemed Gatekeeper? Okay, we'll get to that on, ooh, maybe Monday. Maybe Monday, Blades. Have they done their big launch yet? Oh, it was on the 7th? Yeah, they did their big update on the 7th. Cool, we'll have to check that out. I'm excited about it. Thank you, Blades. Okay, looks like we're blasting things really well. This is great. So they brought in some air over there. We're going to need to put something over there to knock that down. If I recall correctly, a level N unit has N times the stats of a level 1 unit. So promotion, which costs half as much as a new level 1 unit, is an efficient purchase. Wow, no kidding. Except on crawlers, which die in 1 hit, whether you promote them or not. And often never actually get to hit anything. Fair enough. Dropped a new update and a couple patches already. Cool. I'm really excited about it. I'm feeling pretty comfy cozy about this. Look at all these steel balls we have. Jeez. All right. Yeah, get wrecked. Nice. Okay, we're doing good on this match. We're doing good. We were able to counteract the anti-air. Getting the Mustangs was a good choice. Farseer. Yeah, let's, because I wanted to bring something over here to shore up the air units over there. Okay. What would be worth upgrading here? Did I see you customizing your mechs when I first joined? Yes, you can apply essentially different paint jobs, and you can swap out which of these abilities are available for you to purchase. Just dropped in for that redeem. I'm out running errands. All right, sounds good. We'll get to that next week sometime, Blades. Thank you. I don't know. I almost feel like we should drop some Fang over here, too. And then upgrade all, I guess. So do they have to, like, you can't upgrade something as soon as it comes in. You have to wait a little bit. Let's go for increased range. and shield. All right, let's do it. Oh, wow. They really predicted that. Shoot. The flamethrower got the fangs right out of the gate. But I think we're still going to be okay. Is this like a pay-to-win game? How do you unlock the abilities that you can customize your mechs with? So it's $15 up front. There are microtransactions. From what I have seen, it is about cosmetics. So stuff like paint jobs and stuff like that. The way you you unlock the abilities to customize your mechs is with experience, essentially. So the more you fight and level up, then you get the increased options available to you on the other mechs. Mainly by grinding, but they're side grades, yeah. I unlocked them all in a week, though I played dozens of hours. Well, there you go. All right, I'm feeling pretty confident here. They've got some forces over here, but we got some good anti-units and everything. We'll probably be okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. That should be it. Almost? Not quite. Okay. And I like that it's kind of Advance Wars style, where like the stuff that is remaining is what deals damage. That's not exactly Advance Wars. We get the idea. It's not pure. Ooh. Giant unit produces 4 Mustangs every 11 seconds. Yeah, let's do that. And then get another giant unit out. And then equip you. There we go. Let's get some steel balls up front here so we distract these guys. We're gonna promote you. We want to upgrade these. Ooh, yeah. These are gonna start nuking shields down. That's good. That's really good. And then we can upgrade you. Sure, let's go. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good about this. We've got a pretty sizable health advantage. I don't think there's a whole lot they're going to be able to do to like knock us down here. See, he's throwing anti-swarms down, but these only have what, 4 units? I'd like to know how many units are in a, like, what's the squad size on something just by clicking on it. I'd like to know that too. Yeah, boy, those shields got wrecked. Look at that. Okay, our anti-air is plugging away at that dude. These Vulcans are hurting, but we did knock down the tower. That's feeling good. Okay, knock down both of these guys. Their left flank is collapsing, right flank going down. We got it. Easy peasy. Seems like a fun game, kind of a steep price for entry for a game that's primarily online from what I've seen so far. So there is a single-player version, and it's like a survival mode, and it has like progressive rankings of difficulties as well as like unique units that will show up every now and again. So I think we'll jump into that after this to kind of explore the single player. I do like the base mechanics here though, and you can see how you can easily make a 2D prototype of this, right? You could easily make a 2D version of this for a game jam. You have to deal with unit pathing and stuff, and your variety of units wouldn't be as high, but it would definitely be achievable. I like that idea that you're locking in your placement. I think that's the strongest thing this game has going for it, is the idea of locking it in, and then you have a mystery of what to do next. The flanking is also really important for improving on that. The variety of units is really important. But I think at its core, the most important thing is locking the units in. StarCraft, let's friggin' go. Please don't distract me, Joe. Loads of code to write. Oh man, best of luck, Prodigal. I'm so excited to see what you guys have been cooking up. All right. In survival mode, units have durability. When a squad is wiped out in battle, the unit will lose 1 durability. Units that lose all durability will be lost, and their cost will be returned. Upgrading a unit's level will restore all durability. So there's some unique mechanics for the solo version, which is rad. Okay, so leveling them up restores all durability. Receive bonus supplies each round based on the damage dealt to enemies' HP. Bonus supplies each round based on the damage dealt to enemy's HP. Okay. So the more performant your squad is, the more income you get. So let's just do recommended formation, see what that is. Oh, so it gives us some options. I like that. That's cool. So is the idea to just push one side really heavily? So you hit the tower and then can nuke the others? Sure, we'll try it. We are going to go into ads. We'll be right back. Let's see. Favorite auto battler. I am on the hunt for great auto battlers. I have been playing a few of them. I have yet to find one that I think is like for me. So I'm curious what all of your favorite auto battlers are. We're going to go into the ads. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, welcome back. I'm trying to think, you know, during the ad break, I was thinking, oh no, the ad break is still going for 45 seconds? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. All right. We'll be back. We'll be back in a couple of seconds. All right, we're back. We're back. They were planning to go free to play, but they changed their mind in May. Do you know Prismata? I haven't heard of Prismata. It was another niche 1v1 game, a perfect information turn-based game even, which was free to play. But Elliot posted a retrospective where he said he would make it a paid purchase if they were to do it over. Some of my friends are also making a 1v1 game and also making it a paid purchase and focusing on the single player campaign. I think that's smart. If you're doing it a paid purchase, I think you need a very strong single player component. So I was kind of surprised that Richard Garfield has 2 upcoming games that appear to be free to play. Interesting. Isn't that, he has 2 upcoming games that are free to play? Doesn't he also have like that board game? Richard Garfield is one of the like Magic the Gathering creators. I could have sworn I saw a bunch of creators playing a game of his where it was like rooms in a cave and kind of similar to this, where you were placing units in those caves and trying to like area control, and you would hit play and they would all go out and start attacking and stuff. Vanguard Exiles is excellent. Ooh, Vanguard Exiles. I knew you would have something to pull out here, Quantic. Oh, this is the one. That's the one. Vanguard Exiles. That's the one that I was talking about. Yeah. I watched your video on it, I think, Quantic, and it seems interesting and cool, but also so visually noisy to me. I struggle with it. The other, Mindbug, I think already exists as a board game. It's kind of like Crimson Company. Interesting. Free-to-play seems like the best idea for a game that's primarily online. Yes, with some caveats. I mean, obviously, it seems to be working okay for Mechabellum. We'll see what their long-term sustainability is. AFK chess is great, too. AFK chess. I think I've seen ads for this or something. So, it's free and early access. The planned release date is later this year. No, it's not free. Okay. With a name like AFK Chess, it sounds like a mobile freemium pay-to-win game. But it looks like they only have a demo open, and they will be launching into early access. Okay, interesting. I'm curious what that is going to provide that other auto chess games don't already provide. Interesting. One I haven't played yet, but seems fantastic, is The Last Flame. I played a lot of The Last Flame. I did a lot of demo and beta testing for it. Really good. I haven't purchased it yet. It's on my list. Really, really good game, and super rad developer as well. Mechabellum is not free to play. No, it's got a $14 charge. When I saw screenshots of Vanguard Exiles, I expected my reaction to be, come on, this is not an auto-battler, but actually I agree that it's an auto-battler, in which terrain is of interest. So kudos for innovation. No opinion on the gameplay quality, I'm too lazy to figure it out from scratch. I tend to be a late adopter. I hear you, Zomnum. AFK chess is like actual chess. It was extremely hard for me since I suck at chess. Lots of fun there. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We do have some flyers. We have a couple of Mustangs already out. Oop, I just summoned a Mustang. Or a Marksman. Well, I guess we have two Marksmans. Yeah, so if you're a primarily online game, free to play is a big deal. But a big problem is that if you go that route, you kind of are... What? They just got murdered by the Phoenix. Holy cow. Those died in like one shot. Okay. Well, we got hard countered. Jeez. My understanding is if you're going into that space, you're locking yourself into ads. And the ad spend you have to have in order to really, really compete in that space is tremendous. Like, it's a huge upfront investment with a very large upside. But you kind of need a lot of capital to start off on that, is my understanding of that space. Okay. Let's go Fangs. Because... wow, we seemed to get wrecked. And then... I'd like to get that portable shield. Marksman, Crawler, Wraith. That Wraith is nasty business. You can upgrade your command center? Whoa, those are for the round. Just for the round. Also, use of mobile beacons, field recovery, destroy a designated squad of our forces and receive a full refund of supplies. Oh, it's board removal. Okay, got it. There is a game, Chess Evolved Online, whose nickname is Pay to Win Chess. It's really funny to me that it exists. It has pieces like the wizard who can push your pawn into the end zone. That's hilarious. I just don't see myself buying into a primarily online game that has such a high upfront cost. I'm broke. Yeah, I hear you, Quonic. Where's the player base going to come from? That's why freemium exists. Because broke people get to play the game, and then the whales come. The single lawyers who are retired and have millions and millions of dollars in their bank account. They come in and they don't bat an eye at spending $2,000 on a game. It's chump change to them. And so they just buy every single thing in the game and obliterate everyone else. That's where the model comes from. One building has permanent effects and the other has temporary effects. Yeah, this one seems to be like... Oh, it does have permanent stat boosts. Oh, interesting. I am liking this solo version. I'm not going to lie. It's seeming quite fun. Let's get a batch of Mustangs over here to try and help deal with this air. And then another Fang just to spread out a little bit. Because he's an anti-unit, so I think this is a good call. Okay, right flank is looking good. Left flank getting battered. We're not attacking the... Okay, are they going to get it? Are they going to get him? No! There we go. There goes the ship. Okay, knock the tower down. Good. Good. Give our snipers some time to take out these... What are these? Those are Mustangs. Okay, I'm feeling good about this one. I think we're going to... Yeah. I think we're going to be okay. Question is this guy going to die? No, it doesn't look like it. Woo! Great! Hey! It's okay, come here. Say hi to Artemis. You got it, Karazes. Come here, miss. Here. Sit. There we are. All right. Just playing against the bot was very popular in Prismata. That makes sense. I think Riot ruined it for everyone else. As much as League frustrates the crap out of me, it's totally free if you don't care about skins. What? Are champion... Oh, like, are the hero units not purchasable? I mean, I guess you can buy... Okay, so I haven't played League in, like, 12 years. But I did play it a lot early on, and you definitely had to buy the heroes, but you could earn currency. There you go. You can purchase them, but you can earn everything for free. Yeah, I stopped playing like when Jace came out, like the 100th hero. I seem to be only ever saying hi to Artemis because she's louder. Yeah, she's louder, and she's usually in here with me because she's more disruptive. Marvel is older and more calm and can kind of exist, but she likes to get in the action. All right. Photon emission emits a photon coating on all allied forces within a designated area, decreasing damage received by 30% for 20 seconds and grants immunity to electromagnetic, ignited, acid, and degeneration beam effects. So, I mean, this is cool, but also feels kind of dumb because it has a cooldown of 3 rounds. And in this game, like, you're constantly building on top of what you had the last time. So I need it to be every round, right? I don't want to win 1 out of every 3 rounds. I want to win every round. I don't see the point in these. I'm sure that a high-tiered player would have some nuance to that, but man, I struggle with it. So we can make melting points cheaper, but make them weaker. It's kind of interesting. Or super make hackers a lot more beefy, but decrease their range. Kind of interesting. Let's try that. We don't have any hackers. We've never done this before. Let's do it. Let's throw you over here, actually. Well, those are speedballs. Those are anti-unit. I don't want you... Because I assume you're going to hack a unit, and you're going to be better at hacking a big unit than a lot of small units. That's... I guess just a guess, though. All right, let's do it. I mean, those fangs are definitely putting in work, for sure. Like, I've learned that fangs are really good. Okay, there goes the hack. Okay, we actually got some units converted. Great, that was a decisive win. I don't think we lost a single unit. Advanced targeting system. It increases the range of all ranged units by 10? Yes. That sounds outrageous. Oh, this is a new setup. Are they not building on top of things like I am? So this is wave-based. Okay, so we need to get some anti-swarm. Is what we need. So like, I mean, Vulcans would probably be good, or Scorpions. Let's try that. So we can get 2 of them. Okay. Let's roll. Should start throwing something in the flank now. I feel like we've got a lot of bases covered here. I'm kind of bummed that we don't like that it's wave based instead of successive, right? Because now I don't get to have that fun counterplay. It's kind of just build really wide and hope. Rank 8 Fire Badger, medium anti-swarm tank. You know what? I'm gonna go with the 2 Wraiths because we can put 1 Wraith over here, 1 Wraith over here. And that seems like a good plan to me. Let's go some more hackers. See where that takes us. I like the spectacle. I mean, we're definitely getting a lot of spectacle here, right? You can play an ordinary game against a bot. I think it's called practice. Yeah, but it just feels so hollow. Like, this is like a full game mode, you know? This is unique units and unique all sorts of cool stuff. I'd like to be able to experience that. Wow, we are not going after those towers. Not at all. There we go. There's a tower. All right, that was a weaker round for us. We didn't do as well there, but we're still doing okay. I'm trying to think, you know, with that core mechanic of the successive building on top of yourself, right? What are some other genres that could use that? Like tower defense, I think could really use that. And I guess in a sense does. But tower defense, now we did play, Crystal Guardians, where they kind of had this approach. But I would love to see more tower defense games that are more expansive, where you are expanding instead of just getting the map and then you kind of guide things through it. I think that would be very fun. That would take advantage of this principle really well. I know there have been games that try to adopt this in a first-person shooter where you run around and try to win a match against another player, and you're each like running and gunning each other's ghosts down, and every round is like you take control of a new ghost and you flow through the level. From what I remember hearing, it was really interesting and never really took off because it just kind of took a lot of brain power to keep going. Ooh, decreased tech upgrade. Yes, we haven't done like any tech upgrades. Whoa, that's a lot of biggins. Okay. Hacker. Ooh, immediately recover full HP. Yes. And fire control beams and increase range. There we go. So hackers are getting pretty big. Getting pretty beefy. And then let's just get 2 fangs here. Hacker man, absolutely. Where's my keyboard glove? not feeling incredibly confident. It's going to kind of come down to the hackers, I think. Are they able to take things over for me? No, we have super lost this round. Wow, they did not last long at all. Shoot. All right. Full big boy squad. Knocked me the heck down. All right. One good thing I'd like to know as well, and I always talk about this too, is like, what's my end goal? Like, is there an end point to this? Is there a boss? I saw I can unlock the other difficulties. Do I need to get sufficiently far in order to unlock one? Or do I need to, like, go through a full run and beat some sort of boss or something? Yeah, let's get a shield on you. We'll get the shield dome. And then, what are we looking at here? We're looking at, like, lots of shields, lots of little dudes. Let's promote all you guys. Should have promoted these guys to restore their durability. Let's get another hacker up. And then put you up here to try and, like, protect a little bit at least the durability over here. Oh, the blue bar is the hacker took over. Okay. Okay, we knocked their towers out. That's good. Hackers are taking over. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. This is a just fine wave. No problem. In a sense, auto chess games kind of have this sort of an idea, but that positioning being locked in, I think, is just such a powerful constraint. Tarantula. 2 rapid-fire cannons that can fight various enemies at medium range, or arc lights. Do have some swarms going on here. Some steel balls. Some crawlers. Four squads of Sabretooth? Jeez. Excerpt from a forum post I wrote in the past, a lot of drafting the hard way is about getting into the right colors or build. There's one more kind of variation within a build or archetype. In TFT, it depends on the set, but in my experience for a given build, often there's an ideal roster of 8 units I want that maximizes my synergy bonuses. But on the other hand, my items vary among the matches where I end up playing that build. What's going on here is that you always play 8 cards in Yishan, and you usually play 8 units during stage 5 in TFT. Another thing is that TFT limits your ability to re-roll and or replace items. In contrast, in backpack battles and in Mechabellum, your board accumulates stuff that was worth playing in previous turns but now simply persists due to inertia. I think this is an important source of variety, and in TFT, the items get locked in, but the units can be changed. This could just be a me thing, but I feel like rounds last too long in this. I think I'd have more fun in like a double damage mode. Really? Interesting. Let's go with the tarantulas. So there we go. Let's upgrade all 4. There we go. And then upgrade all 2. There we go. Yeah, I mean, everything in design is about constraints, right? Everything in design is constraints. That is the core lesson. It is up to you to sufficiently create constraints that are intriguing to the human mind. For me, the items in TFT never really accomplished that. They always felt very abstract, very difficult to understand. They weren't for me. Endo, good to see you, friend. What's up? We're talking auto battle or game design. We're learning from Mechabellum and kind of chatting about some of the interesting stuff that it does. There's a lot to learn here. I think there's a lot that is quite intriguing, powerful, and I also think there's a lot that can definitely be improved. Like, that tutorial was a hot load of garbage. I mean, oh my gosh, it did not prepare me for a real match, just in the slightest. I've seen this game a bunch. If I was into auto battlers at all, I would choose this one. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy it. I like a lot of the kind of back and forth of it. I do think it really struggles with legibility, which is something that auto battlers in general really struggle with, to be fair. Most auto battlers do not have the data visualization required to be able to really understand how we're still alive, how systems are interacting with each other and providing that information to the player. We're kind of getting so big on our unit roster as well that I'm a little bit lost as to what to go for next. I'm not gonna lie. We can trying to like use the things that I've upgraded a bunch. Let's go. And while this is a really cool visual spectacle, like, it is so hard for me to wrap my brain around what impact any specific unit is actually having. And once again, this is not a unique problem for Mechabellum. This is a struggle in all auto battlers. Got the double tower pop there. That's good, because this flank is really suffering. Do they give an after-round stats page? I don't believe so. That could help a lot. It can. It definitely can. Like, you know, Soulstone Survivors does this. And, what was I just playing? Just barely. It's, like, Time Force or something. Time Walker Dark World. Where they have a in progress number. Oh, that was the end. We won. We beat it. Hooray. Huzzah. Good job, everyone. Okay, great. So now we unlocked, okay, 9 rounds, 12 rounds. There we go. Let me know how many rounds there are when I'm in the match. And it does help, but also the systems do end up becoming really complex, right? So it's a little hard to understand what any individual action could really accomplish. And that's a tough thing in auto battlers. There's just a lot. There's just a lot of things all happening all at once, and usually a lot of units. So it can be hard to track. League of Legends does it with its items to show how much an impact each thing is giving. Interesting. That must have been brought in after I stopped playing. I stopped playing after Jace was introduced. And I have not heard of that. That sounds like a really good idea. Sounds like a really good idea. So, some key things that I'm pulling out of this here today. Dealing with the consequences of your decisions and not being able to change them over time creates a really interesting experience, right? Where you do not get to fix a mistake. You do not get to do anything like that. You have to lock in. I think that's compelling. I think that's really interesting. Tutorialization, really important. Gotta do better at that. And then visualization of data in an auto battler. I want to even see things like pathing. I want to see like what, like a heat map of the map and see like where are people walking the most and quick previews of what this character did on the last round. There's a lot that could be done there. Lots of work that could be done there as a whole and as a genre. It's fairly new, but it's amazing. An item will say like stopped X amount of shielding or X amount of lifesteal. Yeah, that's huge. That's really cool. And I think that goes into my point that data visualization is a really important piece of these games with deeply complex systems. And the even harder part is how do you provide that data visualization without scaring away new players. That's the really scary part. Because your advanced and medium players need to have that information. Your beginners are going to get completely turned off by it. It's tough. It's a really hard line to tread. So, anyways, thank you all for being here. I hope you've learned something. I know that I certainly have. Thank you for all your thoughts and comments. I like the ideas that you're giving for how to improve the game, but I feel like it's at odds with the online aspect. That's a lot of information to give when you have a fairly strict time limit between rounds. It's true, Quantic. You're totally right, which is why you need to make it really accessible. That's the really hard part. That's the deeply, deeply difficult part, is making all of that information accessible. It's easy to throw up a table with a bunch of information. That's why it needs to be data visualization. It needs to be consumable by an individual, and like you're mentioning, on a tight timeline. 100%. Yeah. All right. We're going to go right into Connie Dev. Yes, Endo, I'm so sorry. This is the end for today. We'll be back next week, though. We're going to be playing Gatekeeper. And then K-Hidao has a game that they're going to be redeeming as well that they've promised. And then we also have Code Blue, which we're going to be checking out as well next week after their next content update. So I'm excited about that. Thank you all of you for hanging out here. Appreciate you. Thank you, Quantic, Endo. Oh, I can't scroll back in chat because stuff is broken on my end. I'm so sorry. All of you, thank you for hanging out. Mothman, Darmo, Karzest, Blades, Virite, and all of you others. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been such a joy. We're going to go hang out with Connie Dev, who is playing some Game Jam games, as well is working on Twitcher 2.0. So if you're looking for some dev side of things, we're going to go hang out with them. You're going to get all the dev you could ever want.